Alright guys, I'm back, and sorry about any wind noise. I put a literal sock on my mic, so hopefully that solves the issue. But if not, I apologize, and I'm going to explain in this video why I've been away for so long. It's partly to do with my sickness back in February when I had a gastrointestinal perforation. And I'm not actually sick, but it's related to that. It's interesting. It has to do with police retaliation also, oddly enough. I don't know actually. You guys be the judge. So for those that don't know, back in February, I nearly died. I had a hole in my stomach, and it was the most painful thing I could ever imagine. It's like one of the most painful things known to medicine. Basically, when you get this condition, the normal thing that happens is you scream out in pain so loud, an ambulance will pick you up, take you to the emergency, and they'll do surgery on you. That's, if you look up a gastrointestinal perforation, that's what it's about. And I didn't call an ambulance for 3 months. It's crazy. I just screamed in pain for 3 months. It's insane when I look back on it. But in the end, I didn't have any surgery. I just healed over time. Like, I finally did go to the hospital, but it was at the end of my condition, and they didn't do anything. I just laid. They did a bit. They gave me antacids, and that helped a lot because the acid goes into the hole in your stomach and it just destroys you. So yeah, they helped a bit, but I was going to get better anyway. And one of the things they prescribed me when I left was oxycodone, which is a very strong opiate. While I was in the hospital, they gave me fentanyl, which is like the strongest painkiller. And when I left, like I said, they gave me oxycodone, and it's like these pills you take. And it's basically like taking heroin, you know, like a junkie, just junk out. I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs without worrying that I'm gonna pass out and freaking smash my head open, you know, like it's dangerous stuff, as far as I could tell. Yet I was allowed to drive on that stuff, right? And back then I was working as a driver. Like some of you know, I was working for that curtain place, and I was a driver, right? And they were giving me fucking heroin basically and saying, yeah, go drive on that stuff. That's cool, according to the government here. And so what I did, I decided this is stupid. This is crazy. So I looked for an alternative, and I ended up finding cannabis. Well, I already know a lot about cannabis. Back when I was studying engineering, I smoked weed every day, and I finished with a first-class honors. And if you don't believe me, go back and I'll show you my certificate soon. But if you don't believe I'm an engineer, because I haven't talked about that ever, go back and look at a video called Theoretical Top Speed of an EUC, and then you'll see. So, yeah, so they gave me oxycodone, and I swapped it for cannabis, right? Because on cannabis, I know cannabis, you can drive, you can do anything on that stuff. Like I said, I finished the whole university degree and aced it. Not so much with heroin. So I was on this cannabis for a while. It was very good for me, and it was extremely good to get off that crap, those pills, right? Those are, and by the way, they're super addictive, and that's so, they can destroy your life. Basically, there's a 10 to 20% chance that they will destroy your life. If you look at the statistics, if you get on that stuff, you've got a chance that you're going to get hooked, and it fucks you forever. So, yeah, so I took cannabis, and then I stopped taking it, right? And I was still driving, and like way later, I got tested, and they freaking did me in. And it was weird though, because I got followed by the cops into a freaking hardware store. Like as I was pulling in, they pulled me over when I was already parked. And like, they did a cannabis test. I tested positive, and they took my license. I've got no license now. I lost my job. And as a result, I'm no longer living in the place I was before either. So it fucked my whole life up because these dickheads tested me for cannabis like weeks after I'd taken it, right? Crazy stuff, isn't it? Because you can get smashed on alcohol and go drive a day later, and that's fine. And like I said, it's fine to take fucking heroin and just go driving whenever. You know, these people are batshit insane. But that's, what can I do? That's where I am. And as a result of all this crap, basically, it's been hard to make videos because I'm not staying where I was. I don't have much space. I'm crammed into this apartment. Hard to do editing, all that. It's like, I did mean to come out with a video in the past, like in a couple of months ago. I was gone and then I just didn't get around to it. It's like, I didn't want you guys to think I freaking died, because it's been so many months now. And not long ago I was really sick and I did nearly die. So I was like anxious to get a video out, Yeah, so that's that. As far as that goes, I've got no job now thanks to that. And you might be asking why. So if you've got an engineering degree, why don't you get a job as an engineer? And I'm going to soon. I'm going to. The reason I never did after finishing uni is because I delved into this endeavor where I was designing a product. And I designed it from the ground up. It's all finished. It's super complex. It's a very good product. And in the end, it didn't sell much, even though it's a bit of a niche market. It's a hydroponic greenhouse controller, basically, but it's not like, it's not about growing weed. Some of you might be thinking, wait a sec, this guy's like a weed head or something. No, this was for like commercial operations. I'll show you soon. Maybe it'll come up in this video. It depends on if I can do editing and like overlay it. But when you see the product, you'll be like, yeah, that's an engineering job right there, right? I spent probably 8 years just developing this thing. And it was a waste of my life. Like, I can't sell it. At first, I was selling one a month, and they sell for a lot. So one a month was like enough to survive. But then it just went, pretty much after the COVID thing started, that's when like I noticed a massive drop off in sales. When I was thinking, the way I was thinking was like, okay, I'm selling one a month now. If I keep working at this, it could become 2 a month, then 3 a month. One day I could get rich. I was like super excited, It went downhill. It went from 1 a month to 1 every 2 months to 1 every 3 months. It's averaging like 2 a year now. And now I haven't sold one for like 8 months. Like, it's weird that it coincided with this whole crap that's been happening. Like, I lost my job, my license, my house, and I haven't sold a unit in 8 months, which is kind of a good thing because I've got no space to build them now. So, what a waste of 8 years, huh? And I was of the mindset that I didn't want to work for a company because I felt like that's like slavery to me. I would rather work for myself, build my own company. And that was my mindset. And I kind of feared working for someone else. I was like, dude, I'm gonna become a slave. But oddly enough, after I started working at this curtain hardware place, it's like I was a laborer basically, like low end, minimum wage, repetitive work, but I somehow enjoyed it still. Like, I was really sad when I lost my job after losing my license. It kind of broke my heart, but in a way I was like, yeah, it could be a good thing because, I'm not going to do that forever. With an engineering degree, I'm not going to work as a laborer my whole life. And yeah, it's been a bit of a ride, guys. This last 6 months. I think it's been 6 months since my last video. And there's been a lot of wheels coming out, haven't there? Like, I've heard of the veteran something. I'm trying to remember. It goes like, the free spin is like 100 miles an hour, they say, which is 160 k's an hour. And I don't know what the top speed is, but yeah, it looks like they're really taking off, aren't they? They're gonna fly soon, these things. Literally. And yeah, it's exciting, but I can't afford one, so yeah, guys, I don't really care. I've got 2 veteran Shermans and one, what is it? It's crap. It's like a $300 wheel. It's 9-bot something. Some of you have seen it. And yeah, I'm happy with those wheels, to be honest. Like, I don't feel the need to go 100 k's an hour or 100. I don't know. What is the top speed of that wheel, guys? Someone leave it in the comments. Because I've heard it goes 160 free spin. So what do you reckon it would go like say with a light rider on board, on a flat, no wind, I'd be guessing, I don't know, 105 k's an hour. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, to me, like, one day I might want to experience that, on an airstrip or something, but that's like, yeah, that's going into like Death Wish territory. What other wheels have come out, guys? See, I'm not in the loop, and I haven't I don't even have freaking internet where I'm staying. Crazy. Like in 2023, I don't have a modem. Not even one of those old school ones, like nothing. It's just silence, like. Yeah, now you see, like, that's also why it's been hard to upload, isn't it? Because like I said, I made a video like 3 months ago and I never uploaded it because I wanted to edit it a bit and stuff. And I think this video, I'm not going to edit at all. I'm just going to upload the raw video file straight into YouTube because... Yeah, so the thing is, did these cops retaliate? Did they follow me around because I beat them in court with my EUC thing? For those that don't know, look up. They even made a news story about this. I beat these pigs in court because they're trying to fine me like $1,800 every time they stop me. I got like 3 of these fines, so it's freaking adding up to like, it's ridiculous. And I beat them. I beat all the tickets. The judge even like scolded them a bit, saying, "What are you doing? Why are you even prosecuting this? Like, this is stupid." The judge was called Benjamin Sale, S-A-L-E. So if you look it up, you could probably find the news story or the article. They like did an interview at my house and everything. So I was like on, I think it was ABC News. And yes, I beat him in court. And then not long after, I'm being followed by these pigs and they're taking my license away, my car license. So I beat him with like, basically I earned the ability to use my EUC without being harassed. And so what did they do? They took my car license away. So I lost my job now and my fucking house. Faggots. Unbelievable. Anyway, but I'll show you where I am. Look, it's a nice place, isn't it? Look, it's all mine. Got a big park here. Got my walking aid too. Look at that. That's my setup now, guys. That's all I got. I'm like a roaming freaking gypsy on a wheel. One wheel. That's the deal. 1 meal a day. How would you feel? Man, I want to kill these bastards. Honestly, like, I'm still happy, guys. Like, the most important thing is my health, and I'm feeling excellent. Just go back to February. I was nearly dead, and I was screaming I was in hell. Like, the level of excruciating pain to just be screaming at the top of your lungs every day for 3 months, it's like, whew. Even being homeless just having your health is like heaven, when you look at that. So, yeah, it's all good, guys. And I intend to make more videos. I had heaps of ideas. I had like pages and pages of ideas for future videos I was going to make. Like, I didn't plan to just stop making videos and just quit for 6 months like this at all. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I haven't been eating as good. And it's interesting too, because back when I was sick, and I'll explain what happened to you guys. Like, this might get a bit deep, but I think I know what caused my gastrointestinal perforation, the hole in my stomach. I used to eat super healthy, right, for years. And I'm talking no processed food at all, like nothing. Just natural stuff. And I felt so good. And then all of a sudden, I started eating junk food, like literally from one day to the next. And I felt like say 2 months after I started eating the junk food, I started to feel weird in my stomach. Like I was like, dude, I've got some weird pain there. Like it wasn't super excruciating, but it was horrible still. And I was like, man, this is not good. And it's kind of told me, dude, you got to go back and eat healthy because you're getting destroyed here. But I didn't. I kept eating junk food. And then I got to the point where, bang, I was like, one day I woke up and I was like, I'm in the worst pain I've ever experienced. Like I couldn't even imagine that level of pain. And it led into this whole thing that I just mentioned, the 3 months of screaming. And I think I understand why it happened, because it's when you eat junk food, right? When you eat a lot of shit food, you start to build layers and layers of mucus throughout your digestive tract, which includes your esophagus, your stomach, your small intestine, and your large intestine. The whole lot starts building all this mucus to protect itself, mostly from the acidic nature of junk foods, highly acidic foods, and they will eat through your cells over time. And because I ate so healthy for years, I must have got rid of most of that mucus inside me, and I didn't have any protection against junk food, right? And then suddenly I start eating junk food, and it makes sense that it could destroy me like that. It's same with anything that's venomous, really. Like if you get used to taking in redback spider poison, for example, because there's people that work with spiders. There's these redback spiders that are very poisonous in Australia. And there's people out there that have been bitten so many times because they work with them, they're immune, right? Same with junk food. You can basically become immune where it's not gonna mess you up like that. It'll still make you look like shit, feel like shit, and you'll probably die younger than you should, but you're not gonna just get destroyed like I did. And I'm sure that was it, right? So all I knew that in the back of my head, I knew all I need to do is start eating good again, and I will eventually get better. When I went to the hospital, the doctors didn't agree. They're like, dude, you have to get surgery. At one point, I had 10 doctors in my room when I was laying in the hospital bed trying to convince me to get this surgery. If you look up a video of a gastric surgery, or just a surgery to treat a gastrointestinal perforation, it is like a horror movie. You see all these guts everywhere, no way, dude, are you gonna do that to me? And I didn't need it in the end. They wanted to cut my guts open and rip everything out for nothing. Because I knew I was gonna get better. Because like I said, I went to the hospital pretty much at the end of my condition. I went 3 months screaming at the top of my lungs. And at the end, the reason I called the ambulance was I was just fed up. I was like, dude, get me some freaking painkillers, and that's all I want. That's the only reason I'm calling the ambulance. Not because I think they're going to heal me, but they've got some good drugs. So that was it. I just said, yep, time to call the ambulance because I'm sick of this pain. And I did. I got fentanyl, I got all these drugs, and it helped a lot with the pain. And the antacids, I think that was key as well. The antacids, I reckon they really helped me at that. I reckon if I just stuck it out for another few weeks, I would have got better anyway. But because I went to the hospital, got those antacids, I got better in 3 days, guys. Literally 2 days after they were saying I need to get the surgery, I walked out of that place. I was skinny as hell. I was 47 kilos, right? If you saw me, you would have been like, wow, you look bad. But that's because I couldn't eat. Because when you've got a hole in your stomach, you can't eat. You can try and then you just throw it up in pain. It's crazy I survived this, to be honest. Because at one point, I couldn't even drink water. At the worst of this, I went 4 days where I couldn't even drink water. I was like, I just couldn't do it. It was it's a mixture of, it's not just pain, by the way, guys, it's nausea as well, but extreme levels of nausea, to the point where the nausea alone will send you into insanity. It's probably worse than the pain, to be honest. Just this feeling of you constantly want to throw up, and even just thinking about eating something just hurts, But yeah, let's talk about what's happened with my riding. I still I use my EUC, but I was mostly using it to get to work and back. you know, like, but I haven't lost it's still fun to me, you know, like, some of you probably saw the video I made a while ago saying EUCs never get boring. Because, like, even after a year of riding, 'cause I've been riding for years now, but after like a year of riding, I was still like, I probably enjoyed it more than I did on day one. Actually, day one's not a good comparison because on day one, you can't ride it. You're just learning and you're just falling. So let's say day 30, once you're really decent at riding and it's just super fun and still a novelty. But somehow, even a year after that, it was still a novelty, even more than day 30. You know, the prime of, like what you would expect to be the prime of your enjoyment of this thing. I was actually enjoying it more after a year. It was like, what? So this thing never gets boring. It's just fun forever. And I still agree with that. Like, it's just, I love it. Yeah, I don't know if I should go on for much longer, guys. Like, because I got some topics, but I probably want to release them as like their own videos, you know? Like, trying to think of an interesting one. I got some philosophical topics too, by the way, guys. Some interesting stuff, you know? Yeah, we won't talk about it now. We'll make their own videos, so we'll end this pretty soon. And my battery's kind of low, so I don't want to like have my phone just die mid-video. Still got the sock. Look, see that sock? It's attached to the microphone. It is nearly Christmas, so could use a Christmas sock. It wouldn't look so weird out here. Nice place though, isn't it? I'll show you, look, out here. Little ponds. And no one out here, it's crazy, isn't it? It's beautiful. And I freaking own this place. Anytime I come out here, it's all mine. Private. Beautiful. I feel sorry for these poor bastards in homes. Locked away in their homes. Look at that. Alright, we'll end it there. I'll plan to make another video soon, alright guys? So I won't leave this 6 months again. And to be honest, YouTube's gone to shit, hasn't it? Like, because I watch YouTube and there's just so many ads now and you can't get around them. It's freaking pissing me off, to be honest. Like, it makes me not even want to make videos anymore. Greedy bastards, aren't they? Because how long has YouTube been around? 15 years at least. They never had ads in the past and they still got to become billionaires, didn't they? And what are they doing now? What do they want to become trillionaires? And just destroy the whole platform and make it shit for everyone. Insane. But that's what these people are like, guys. They just want more money because they're depressed. Because once you've got $1 billion and you want more, like you feel like you need more to be happy, you'll never be happy. You've destroyed your soul by that point. Crazy. But that's where we live, and that's why this place is so shit. No, this place is good, but you know what I mean, guys. All right, let's end it there.